Hello, my name is Mark and welcome to I'm Organic Gardening, located in Zone 6B in the state of New Jersey. And thanks for joining me today, because today we're going to be harvesting pumpkins that I've been waiting for a long time. They've done very well. I haven't grown pumpkins in quite a few years, and I want to still remember if I can do it correctly. And it worked out okay. Now, we're going to harvest lots of pumpkins. Now, they're not large ones. I started with a smaller variety to get acquainted with how to grow them again, and I grew them in strictly some great soil and some leaf mold as a mulch to keep the weeds down. I do that a lot on my farm because I collect a lot of leaves from the township, and they actually deliver them to me to make them a lot easier for me to obtain them. Now behind me I have that famous pumpkin patch that I only planted about 3 seeds into, and it's worked out amazing, and you'll see the harvest just from 3 seeds. Now let's get to work. Now the only thing I'm going to use is a pair of like hedge trimmers or clippers, handheld ones. Cut the pumpkin stem at least about 4 to 5 inches away from the pumpkin. Those of you who are beginners, you'll see a lot of these things growing on your pumpkin vine. These are tendrils, and they will cling on to other vines and hold everything in place. The reason for that is because you don't want the vines to move around too much, especially in high winds, because they're very hollow and very succulent, and they can actually break quite easily. So these tendrils are nature's, let's say, anchors to the ground. Here's my whole pumpkin patch. I'm going to say it's about 30 feet wide and 30 feet long with lots of pumpkins in it. And the middle part, which we'll take a closer look at, got hit by frost a couple weeks ago. We got frost 3 mornings in a row, and also it has a little bit of a fungal issue, but it doesn't matter because those pumpkins are strong enough to handle it. And you can see that they're ready to harvest. They're showing their nice, beautiful orange skin color. So I just finished cutting and stacking just the middle of the pumpkin patch here. You can see that it's turning out quite well. Nice, beautiful round pumpkins, nice color. There's a couple of green ones in there, but they'll turn orange later on. But nice long stems, and so far so good. Now I'm going to concentrate on going around the outer edge of the pumpkin patch there. There's about the same amount or maybe even more. It's hard to tell, but let's check it out. Not too bad of a harvest. This was pretty much from the center of the pumpkin patch, and this was from the outer rim of the pumpkin patch. Here's a much better view of both of those harvest sections. This is from the middle, and this is from the outer side. Just a reminder, our pumpkin patch here has both male and female flowers. This one here is a male flower. You can tell from the stem to the flower, there is no fruit bearing on that stem. So this is a male flower. And here's the beginning of a female flower. You can see right here, but you can see that miniature little pumpkin starting to form. So we know that's our female flower, and that will pollinate there. So be careful to get your pollinators out there, no pun intended, but we need our bees and our pollinators to get out there. So make sure you have a nice area. You can plant buckwheat to bring in pollinators so we can get those bees to pollinate those flowers and have some beautiful pumpkins. And just like anything else that produces male and female flowers that have to get pollinated, you will also get something like a blossom end rot here. You can see that it didn't form properly and didn't get pollinated properly. So it is susceptible to that also, just like anything else. It's not due to calcium, it's just due to the lack of bees or rainy weather that day that didn't help that flower to get pollinated correctly. But the best thing is, nature's always helpful, and that's why it puts out multiple blooms on your plants so you can get a nice harvest. I want to thank you so very much for watching today's video. If you can, please give it a thumbs up. And this variety here is called Autumn Beauty. It's bringing out the bees today. It's a gorgeous day today. And I just had to show you this because it's just a nice smiley face in the field. So if you want to stay tuned, I'm going to give you more sunflowers to view in just a second.